in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Ready, ready! Check, check! Hard, hard! Start!
Now ETN to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hey, exit! Hey, orbit! Hey, jet! Dive! Dive!
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. There's Manhurts, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars at 12-1 now to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rock it, rock it. Hey, Kelton. Hey.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence complete to Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hey, box up.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
61, pass, box, right.
A give to Etienne running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence caught by Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
47.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Back deep, Ray McLeod.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground, ETN.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? Go! Ready?
On 1st down, right back to ETN.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On play action, Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready, break.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Jones has it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Hey, you. Hey, go it.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Come on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Brown, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Ingram pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
The left side completion to Jones.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Lawrence will throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Nick, bullet high. Hey, Alpha.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
On the set. Yep.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, orbit. On the ball.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
You ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Let's go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Kill.
From the 25 on second down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Here's McLeod on the return.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne,
75 yards.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. Now Prescott. And this is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. McLeod to return it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he dives forward, and he is going to have the first down with that effort. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Hey, box drop. Hey, Wahoo! Bravo!
Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Hey, C6.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. And forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last shot now for Prescott. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play and getting it to midfield.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some truths.